Let's think about it. Could it be that the increasingly sexualized content around us is corrupting our minds and behavior?
Raunchy, to say the least. In a world where access to digital devices is as easy as accessing all manner of alarming sexual content, the effect on human behavior may be manifesting itself in a disturbing sex culture. The Kenya Film Classification Board says a changing media and civilization may be cultivating a disturbing sex culture. But experts say society must reflect on the effect of the paradigm shift.
All the days when we didn't have exposure to this kind of videos and music, is we didn't normalize sexual activities. But now the messaging is sex is normal.
Sexualized content has been there for decades. And yes, we have more access to sexualized content now. But because it has been around for so long, it doesn't mean that because the numbers are high.
Just a month ago, shocking explicit images and videos emerged on social media platform Instagram, showing minors engaging in obscene activities. With that in mind, Julie says change is already here with us, and we must now think of damage control through capacity building.
If we look at the education and the gaps in the education, then we'll see that sexual reproductive health is a huge gap. And as long as that gap remains there, then we're going to have teenage pregnancies, we're going to have incest, we're going to have issues around rape.
Then there's the threat of sex predators lurking online in search of easy prey. A few weeks ago, the Daily Nation published a report on how a female minor was lured into indecent sexual acts through Facebook. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation says the numbers are rising, with 300 cases reported daily at the minimum. Counselors say it is important to understand the psychology of a sex offender if one is to stop them before they pounce.
They have suffered some psychological harm. And so the act is not about the sexual satisfaction. It's about control, it's about power and asserting authority.
They would groom their audience. If it's somebody who's trying to groom a child, then they get into the mind of the child. They get into knowing what kind of things that they enjoy watching, what sort of books, what kind of music, all that kind of grouping.
Tell me and I forget. Show me and I may remember. Involve me and I'll understand. A famous Chinese proverb that may well drive the agenda and conversation towards preventative measures now that the digital disruption is here to stay.